tells you this is gonna end, and the story breaks you, this you can't pretend. Even though you know she's giving it up, you know it in your head, but your heart can't stop holding on, holding on. Your friends are saying you're going to fall, it's so running through your head as you get in the car, holding on, holding on.
We are here, we are here, we are here behind scenes. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to our global family. This is Power to Lead Show with Nziki Ngxoxo. Wow, I can't believe it's a Wednesday already. And in South Africa, we are celebrating women of power, women of valor, women who, great in different ways. And on the studio today, I am not alone. My famous line, I'm with the SA Heroes Awards nominees 2023. Wow, what a great joy. We are going to have a very good show and a wonderful one together. Let me open the show in our culture of prayer. I'll just do a short prayer and we start the show. Heavenly Father, we thank you, Almighty God, for being with us. Thank you, Lord, for your grace to keep us alive. We do not take it for granted and think that we are better than others or do things better, but we know that it is by your grace only and by your love. Here we are with my sisters. We are here to share and have the beautiful show together and sharing the greatness of the passion and purpose that you have put in each and every woman and man who has been nominated on the South African Heroes Awards in 2023. Be with us on the show, my God. We pray in the mighty name of Yeshua. Amen. Wow. Wonderful family. We are on the show. Please show up and support the SA Heroes Awards nominees 2023. I am not alone in the studio. Let me just show off and show who is in the studio with me. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful. I want to bring them close first, and I'm just going to ask each and everyone, beautiful ladies, who are mothers, every woman is a mother, who are mothers of the country, the nation, their families, the globe, who are doing great things in South Africa. They have been nominated on the South African Heroes Awards. Let's hear from the first one. Let me bring someone to the stage and she's going to tell us who she is. Charlotte, over to you.
Well, thank you very much. And thank you so much for this opportunity. And I'm so honored to be one of the nominees of the South African Hero Awards of 2023, the 5th installment. It is always an honor and a privilege to be able to be in any forum where I can do what I really am passionate and driven to do, and that is to empower people, to uplift people, to impact people. And I think this opportunity and to be on this forum and on this stage and in this award ceremony, I think is just one of those wonderful opportunities again. And Sisiki, I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate this opportunity and to be able to just share with you and with the listeners, the viewers, and make a contribution to this important occasion. Thank you.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was Charlotte. Now I'm going to bring in Akarin. It's your turn.
Hi, good evening. My name is Ankarine Ulofse. I'm a mommy of 3 dogs. I'm the founder and CEO of Table View Angels NPC. I'm also the ambassador of Bullying Western Cape, the advocate of gender-based violence Western Cape. I'm a safety parent, a volunteer at the CPF Community in Blue project, and I represent vulnerable groups on ward committee in the city of Cape Town. I dedicate my life to serve my community, to uplift and empower women, youth, and all vulnerable people. Through my own struggles and experience that took me to the edge of death, God saved me and He called me to my current ministry, which is serving. I refer to myself as a warrior woman with my sword in my hand, and can honestly say I do have a symbolic sword. And nothing is impossible for me, and I believe that nothing is impossible for other women. If you put your mind to it, you stand up, you speak out, and most importantly, you are always kind. Anything can happen.
Wow, that's beautiful. I'm adding on. Thank you so much, ladies. I'm so happy I started with you because you came first. And the other queens, this month in South Africa, we are celebrating you, Charlotte and Akrin. And here we're being joined in by Siroka, by Elvis Siroka. Good evening, Elvis. Let me unmute him.
Good evening, Doctor. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you? We see you there.
I'm
You
good.
look, yes, wonderful. It's just the opportunity to introduce yourself right now. Tell us your name and just a glimpse of your foundation.
Okay. Like I told you earlier, I actually have an emergency this side, but I'll try to be short so that I can get back to the hospital. Um,
All right.
I'm Elvis Soroka. I'm founder and managing director of Maretla Hadi Welfare Center, a home for kids living with disabilities, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, and autism. We're based in Limpopo, Gene First.
Oh, wow. Heroes, I'd love for us, you just heard Elvis, and he said he has an emergency, just to pray for Elvis's child. When do corporate prayer, God do a miracle. So we pray for the healing for
Thank
the
you.
child, Elvis, and you also gave your time to just to be with us. So we honor you as well and support you in prayer. God is with you right there.
Much appreciated, Doctor. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. And I'm going to add on already Den Kubai. Den, I'm going
Hello,
to
ma'am.
unmute you. Yes, introduce yourself and your cause.
Hello, ma'am. How are you? Evening, all of you.
I
My
am
name is Dan.
well, thank you.
My name is Dan Kubai from Pumalanga. I'm running a non-profit organization that falls under a charity. I'm taking care of the poorest kids, and giving back the community, as especially when there is no one who is working at home. I can provide food.
Wow, Den, thank you so much. That is so important. That's one of the SDGs, killing poverty. We must end the poverty. And that starts with not having food, just the basic needs. So thank you so much for those short introductions. Let me get back to Charlotte. Charlotte,
Okay.
tell us, yeah, so all other guests, please mute your mics as we go on. So we'll unmute when it's your turn to speak so that you don't get the echo. I'm going to bring Charlotte to the stage again. And I would love to ask you a question. What is your passion on earth? And your purpose. We are teaching somebody here something. I didn't read your bios. We don't read bios at Power to Lead show because you show your power to the world that you know very well who you are. In Xhosa, in my language, we say umntu inkosi ubuzazi, meaning you are the king of yourself. You know yourself better. Now, if I read, then it means I am limiting your beliefs of confidently. That's just a belief here, not that it's like that to other people, because we want somebody to be confident in their dominion status. So I don't want to limit your power and your belief. Tell us, what's your passion and your purpose?
Well, first of all, I want to just share something, and that is my mantra. You know, I believe that if you can dream it, you can do it. And my message to all women, and especially in this Women's Month, is to be patient and never to give up on your dreams, and to accept that it's a journey without a destination, and a journey that requires resilience, patience, and tenacity. And never to compare yourself with others and the success of that of others, but that success is measured in the small steps and milestones towards reaching your dream. And that is my passion. And Tasiki, you know, I've been doing what I do for the past 10 years in a more formal fashion, under the brand of Women of Stature and the Women of Stature Foundation. And my purpose and passion is really to lead women, and to lead women to embrace their beauty, to embrace their courage, to embrace their power, and to stand in their power, and always consider that they are unique. And I think if we as a human race realize our uniqueness, you know, no two people are alike. Even in the best of circumstances, we are not alike. But you were quite rightly saying earlier on that, you know, there are challenges. We are all faced with challenges. And I think poverty in particular is probably one of the greatest pandemics that any nation can have. And I think if it starts there and we can eradicate poverty, I think, you know, the fact of the matter is that education is key, knowledge is power, and poverty, if we can, you know, just give everybody the opportunity to be nourished, their minds will be nourished, and they will be able to be educated in such a way that they can, you know, stand on their own and not be reliant on anybody. And I think the work that is being done by some of the nominees that we've already met on the show tonight is already, you know, making a huge impact in our nation. And I really want to say that I'm honored to be here tonight, and I really want to wish them all the very, very best of success. Thank you.
Wow, that's the power and the voice, authentic voice of a mother. When you also wish the other contestant a very, very good, you know, a time as we roll. You know why we are having this show today, and also making sure that everyone is going to have time to tell their story, tell us who they are, because this is the month where on the 31st of August, it's the closing date for people to vote for you. So that's why our banner says vote, 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 close 31 August 2023. Support those unsung heroes in South Africa. Support unsung heroes. Here they are. And I'm sure you did this. You were not looking for rewards, but look at God. He just, people, you know, people nominated you for categories where they see you doing good. Let me give the chance to Ankarin. Ankarin, what is your passion and your purpose? I picked up one of the word that is a problem in the whole world, bullyism. I bring you to stage.
Hi, Nsiki. Yes, bullyism is a big one. I will be talking about it, but I first want to start about my baby, and that is Tableview Angels NPC, which is 9 years old now, and I founded it, and I'm the CEO. We're a community-focused group. We aid families and individuals who are in need in the community. We do a youth entrepreneurship program. We've got emergency trauma intervention program. We do senior aid. We do counseling, and we do gender-based violence support. Our motto is a hand up and not a hand out. We investigate requests that come into us thoroughly, after which we compulsory do home visits to make sure that the families that we are helping can get out of their situation. If they meet our stringent criteria, we offer assistance for up to 3 months and sometimes a little bit longer. Our help consists of food. As you said, poverty is a big thing. Toiletries, clothing, children's needs, baby needs, pets needs. We don't believe that because a family is struggling or somebody is struggling that they have to give up their dog or cat or whatever it is. We will help them with that. We do job hunting. We've got a job search group. We redo their CVs. So we help them to get out of their situation. We supply electricity and whatever needs the family has or individual. We also help with psychiatric and psychological and medical needs. We believe in a holistic approach. So you don't just give somebody food and leave them. We want to holistically get people back up on their feet. So as I said, it's a hand up and not a hand out. Our Guardian Angels division, where we do trauma support, it can be anything from somebody calling they want to commit suicide to human trafficking, hiding women away, getting them out of narcissistic abuse, gender-based violence, any emergency situation under the sun. We're available 24/7. Our youth group, I'm very passionate about the youth because they are our future, and I just really relate to them. They've trying to work on a program where they learn how to run their own businesses with our guidance and support, and give back to the community as well. We've got counselors who do counseling for free. It's their time that they donate to the community. And then we also got a Golden Angels division where we do senior aid support to those seniors out there who are alone, who don't have family to look after them. Then we've got the GBV support group for ladies who are currently going through that. And that is Tableview Angels. I just want to throw in there a big thank you to my team who supports me, the volunteers who are alongside me. It's not just me alone. It is all of us. I'm also the ambassador for bullying for the Western Cape through Catwalk Models and the Breathe Foundation. And there we go out and I try and speak to people and schools and groups and just educate them about bullying and, what effects it have on people. I've also been, I won the Advocate Against Gender-Based Violence with the same group, and that is very close to my heart as I've been through it myself. So again, I go out and I educate people and try and help people to get out of it and survive. I'm also a safety parent for emergency placements for a Department of Social Development. I prefer to take teenagers in. As I said, the youth is my passion. And on the Community Police Forum, I volunteer for safety and security, so to help the police department with operations. I'm also on the City of Cape Town Ward Committee 107, where I represent vulnerable groups in our whole ward. So I need to go to other charities and I take everybody's issues up with City of Cape Town. I'm also an emergency first aid responder, which I enjoy quite a lot. And I go out and accident scenes or whatever, we do life-sustaining treatment until the ambulance or the paramedics arrive. So that is what I do, and I'm the pink-haired lady.
I love that. And the pink-haired lady. Wow. Anchoring, you must have a very tough willpower. I mean, all these areas are very touchy and emotional. And I've seen on Facebook someone already has emotion there with the angry face. I guess it's when we're talking about bullying and also trafficking, human trafficking. These are the things that are so unfair to humankind. And it's your passion. You have a heart for this. Don't they weigh you down? Let me bring you to stage. Don't they weigh you down emotionally? How do you cope with this?
Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but I've learned to cope, and I will tell you just on as well. I've been through it all. I've done it all. I've been through it. I survived, and that is why I'm on this mission to help other people survive. It is God put me on this ministry, and it is all I do. I do it for a living. I love doing it. It's the best thing in the world to serve. I mean, who doesn't want to serve?
Wow, I love that power note that if God put you in it, you will do it. Then it means God is in it. You have that power then from within because He is the one who appointed and called you to do this, and therefore you have the power to do it. That was awesome and wonderful. Thank you. Let me get, Cynthia, I see you. I want to be sure that you are ready. I just want to be sure you are ready before I bring you to stage. And then I'm going to engage Dan as well. Good evening, Cynthia. Dinalane, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. And you, Dr. Ntiki?
I'm good, Cynthia. Thank you for joining us. You are
You're welcome,
one
my
of the
dear.
nominees of the South African Heroes Awards 2023. Tell us
Yes.
who you are, right? Let me bring you to stage so that you can tell us who you are and your cause.
Okay. My name is Cynthia Dinalani. I'm the founder and the CEO of Chikufatsa Rona Welfare and Community Organization in Kempton Park. I'm dealing with abused women and children and abandoned babies. I'm staying with them in my house, Nsiki, because around us we don't have a place of safety for abused women and children. So I decided to stay with them in my house because I cannot wait for the government to give us a shelter while our women and children are raped and killed every day. So I've risked my life and my children's life and bring them in our house. So the organization started in 2019. Since I've started this organization, I've managed to help more than 87 women to stand on their own, to their gender-based violence free today. They've got jobs, they've got better lives. Because when they're here with us, we empower them, we give them skills, and we get jobs for them. Because this is what they really, really need. And we've got rape children from the age of 2 years to 18 years, and they bring them to us fresh from the rape scene. And I take care of them and give them a better future. I even take them to school.
Cynthia,
Hi,
there
Sintiki.
is, These stories are, I mean, these situations are heartbreaking. When you look at a 2-year-old brought to you from a scene of such evil acts and, evil actions over a child, what happens? What gives you power? Where do you draw your strength from? Abused women in your house? Are they not being followed by maybe the abusers want to come and fight them in the house? What happens?
Dr. Nsiki, up to so far, we never had a case where the perpetrators come to our house because it's a safe house. We don't have even a signage to show that this is a safe house. Only the police and social workers knows what we are doing in the house. And
Awesome.
the 2-year-old one, the 2-year-old ones, when they come here, that's why when you talk about them, I just cry. It's so sad.
Awesome.
It's so sad. Right now, I've got a 12-year-old that was raped more than 16 times. She's using Pampers as we speak. So, and I'm self-funded. The government is not helping me with anything. I depend on
You okay?
I depend on the donations from the community and other companies that will bring food and Pampers. I've got 15 abandoned babies. They came here when they were 3 days old, 7 hours old. So I raised them by myself with my kids. And the abused women, we do have them in the house right now. As I'm talking to you now, I've got 70 people in my small house that I'm taking care of because they don't have anywhere to go to. And I cannot say I'm full and leave an abused woman to go out of the yard with the police, which means I'm saying she must go back to the perpetrators. So we accommodate them and we give them skills. As I'm talking to you today, they went to sign some contracts for temporary jobs. They're going to give them stipend for 1.8 while they're still with us in the house. So I'm just saying, I thank God for giving me the strength to do all these things and to make a difference in my country, in my society. Right now, on the 3rd of September, I'm going to open a shelter again in Limpopo because they said I must come there because they saw the work that I'm doing. And I'm opening another shelter in Bloemfontein. While I'm opening those shelters, I don't have any funding. It's only by God's grace when people said, come, will assist, and it's only individuals. But I know through the support and the grace of God, everything will go well.
Truly, by the grace of God, all things will go well. And this is the power of a woman. And for some reason, I felt that there's going to be tears in this show today. And I quickly went for my own tissue. I felt it. Not that we are staging a drama, but this is the reality of how women are when they get together, when they share what they are going through and what they are doing. And Rowena Mudau is also feeling this. She's on Facebook and saying, so touching. It is truly touching. And we pray that, may the God, okay, there she puts a prayer already. May the good Lord grant you more strength and more wisdom. That's our prayer. All of us, we pray for that, because when you speak of a soul and doing a cause for saving souls, everything I know, even food, but this one, if someone is destroying a 2-year-old baby, that person is destroying the future and destiny of the child. Now we need to pray and ask God to cleanse that child, to restore that child back to the purpose and the destination of the child. and cleanse all that evil and dirtiness that these perpetrators are doing to these children. So I do believe we must have some sessions of prayers for these things. And also those who are bullied physically as well. I mean, I was listening to Ankarin as well. The traumas that people are left with are enormous. And this really impacts on the future of somebody and impacts on their destinations, their passion, and their purposes, and what they were created to do. Cynthia, we are with you. And let me tell you something right now in this space, in this show, in this media space, God sees your tears. God sees our collective tears right now as we are all here crying with you. God sees all the tears that are, are flowing from your heart because you are there firsthand. You see this, you deal with it every day, and you have to sleep, you have to rest, you have to be calm, you have to be focused, you have to find ways of wisdom of how to handle each and every situation. Your time to the police, your time. I am not sure if you are living your own life, but you are living what God has put you in it. Just share about that. How does that feel?
Oh, Dr. Nsiki, I don't want to lie. I don't have a life. I don't have a life. My life is in these people because everything that I do, they are the ones that come first in my mind. I've got a woman that has been raped and they took a razor blade and cut her private parts and put chili in it. So imagine sleeping and living with that kind of a person in the house every day. So I'm I've said to myself, I'm right now, I'm leading and I'm taking care of them with an empty cup. And that kills me a lot because I thought I'll get the support that I needed to help these people to know the difference or to see the difference of where they come from and where they are now. Because this is the main thing that I supposed to do. Because they must feel that there's life after everything that happened to them. They must see that they can do it in life without a man. So I'm trying by all means, I'm trying so hard to help them to change their mindsets, to know that they are worth it and they are loved. So that's why I got an award last year on the 14th of October for being the best Gauteng humanitarian. And this year, in March, the 3rd of March, I got an award for being the Gauteng GBV ambassador. So everything that I got, all the awards that I got, I worked hard for. And I'm not doing all this because of money. If I needed money, which means I won't be staying with 70 people at the moment in my house without any funding. We don't have any funding. We don't have anything. About 30 children that are going to school every day. I'm doing 4 loads in the morning, 4 loads in the afternoon. If I don't have petrol, the children are not going to school. And it hurts me a lot. And I'm doing skills development for the women. As I told you that from this month end, they'll be getting those 1.6 every month for them to start their own lives. So it's so hard. Let's work together. Let's come together as South Africans and show these women and give these women love and give these children love. Because don't just stay in your luxurious homes and relaxing and think that everything is fine outside. Everything outside, it's hard. It's so hard. So people are going through a lot, and they need us as a community, as South Africans, to come together and help them. Because tomorrow it might be me, tomorrow it might be you. So let's come together and make a difference. This is what I wanted to say, Season Tsiki.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Let's give Cynthia a hug. Let's all give her a virtual hug. In the studio, let's give her a hug. Let's hug her. Cynthia, feel our hugs. Feel our hugs. Feel our
Thank you.
hearts. We are with you. We are with you.
Thank you so much.
We are with you. And at least, this is a space where you can pour out. Pour out your heart. God
Mm,
listens. Sometimes you get to places where people say, oh, no, don't cry, don't take too much. You decided to do that, you can't share. Here,
mm,
share how you feel, share everything, cry because we are here crying with you and we are here to listen and to carry you as well. This is our mission at Power to Lead Show. The very first thing is to heal. We are
mm,
here so that somebody can be healed. It may be you. Today, we are praying for you, Cynthia, to be healed from the pain of seeing and taking care of others. We are praying for the healing for Ankarin, who is also taking care of others who are also in a different way of abuse. And we're praying for Charlotte as well, who is in a different way of serving for healing. Sometimes we are bruised and our finances are in a bad shape. They need healing. So we need healing in all areas. So Power to Lead Show, our first impact that we want to bring to the world is to heal somebody emotionally, financially, educationally, mentally. Imagine people who have gone through painful stuff and then they lose their mental state. So we are praying for people to be sane as well. Then we educate, we empower, we innovate, we influence, impact, inspire to love, and to live a leadership, heritage, and legacy of integrity. This is all what these heroes are doing from different angles. Thank you so much, heroes. Let's give yourselves a round of applause. Let's clap hands for you guys. You are doing great. You are doing great. And I pray that from this show, may God see you, each and every one, because you did what you are doing without looking for any awards. But people saw what you were doing. I remember when we were having a show of the Power of Influence hosted by South African Heroes Awards. Someone posted a comment and said, we see that woman, Cynthia. I wish I could come and hug you. I wish I could come and be there on the SA Heroes Awards. So I'm so glad, privileged to see you in the studio today and to see Ankarin and to see Charlotte and to share. Women, when we come, we share. Even if we didn't have an agenda, we were going to have a show and talk about something. Something was going to come up here. It is also a month where we celebrate women, women of power, women who are doing great things in South Africa. So I celebrate you all as women in the studio. Let me bring just a break here and bring Dan back. Dan is in Mpumalanga. Let me bring you back. Yes. In your
Hello?
area, yes, you are dealing with poverty. Tell us more about how you deal with this.
Yes, ma'am. The things that have made me to open this foundation is just because I was raised by a single parent and I know how it feels when we don't have anything. So I think it is an opportunity on myself to open a charity to help those kids because there is no one who can take responsibility beside me. And what I have learned is just I have gone through a lot because of the situation that they are going through. It's so hard to let a kid to go to the school losing a leg without wearing a shoe. Hello?
Yes, yes, I hear you, Dan. You were raised by a single parent.
Yes, I lost my father and grandfather same day on 2008. So I know how it feels when you don't have anything, even if you go to the school without wearing a school uniform. So some other kids started to laugh at me. So I have started to work so hard hours at school. So at the moment I'm working, but I'm developing a certain things from the community. Especially, I don't have a funding. I only have food. It's always supporting me, giving me food to give those people and ask donation from the community in order to buy a school uniform to the kids. Because when I have seen doctors, some of the kids left the school because they don't have a proper school uniform.
Wow. Yes, then
So,
we're listening to
so
about
it's what
school
I'm
uniform.
doing. But
Mhm.
yeah, school uniform. So I provide a food for them. They eat on my house. I don't have a proper shelter, but I'm giving them the food, and I'm working so hard in order to give them even clothes to wear at home, because some of them is too painful to see a kid without a proper cloth or a proper school uniform.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
on the other side, I also I also give the vulnerable kids and people who are no longer having anything. I provide them food. Sometimes I bought a dose for them in order to have a proper shelter. So it's what I'm doing at Bushback region. Things that have encouraged me to do those things is just Ruth, they have done me a reward last year for thanking me as being a number one charity at Bushback region.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dan. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. That's great, and
Thank,
especially as a young man, you know. I think I'm right when I say you are a young man, right?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, I am right. And as a young man, so
Yes, ma'am.
what is your source of strength? What is your source of strength? What do you believe in that helps you to do all this work?
Uh, I believe in God. I'm also a Christian. So if I was doing the things for the financial, I was supposed to quit because I'm having 4 years doing the charity without a sponsor. I'm only having one sponsor. That route they give me a food to give those people only. But I'm always pressurizing myself. You know what I have learned? Even if you are a hero, does not mean you take care of your own self, which means you are taking responsibility for other people. So it's what I'm doing.
Absolutely. And you know the SA heroes, it is a term just uplifting people, because when you're a hero, it means you are doing something extraordinary in your community that not everybody is doing. So hence, yes, Dan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dan. That was awesome. That was awesome. Let me just bring in, thank you. I'll bring you in again towards the end. Let me just bring in and share one of the comments on Facebook. This is Rowena Mudau. She says these women are so powerful and hardworking. I personally know Charlotte Duplessis, and I am who I am because she works hard to lift me up together with my business. Charlotte, thank you so much. That's someone who noticed you and someone that you support, and she is here to cheer you up. May you please make sure that as you are watching on any social media, we are broadcasting on South African Heroes Awards Facebook page and on Power to Lead with Integrity Facebook page and on my YouTube channel, Nsiki Ngxoxo. Please make sure you support these heroes, and please, above all, subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is the time where I'm going to bring in the heroes back on one by one, and they're going to tell us about what legacy they would love to leave on this earth. Charlotte, let me start with you again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, first of all, I want to thank Renewa for that, that testimonial. It's very humbling when somebody acknowledges you for what you are doing. I think the legacy that I want to leave is simply, for anyone that can realize that the power lies within them. And a simple gesture of kindness can go such a long way. And, a simple thank you, a simple smile, a gesture, and, it might seem to some people that it is very little that you might be doing, or you might even think it's very little that you're doing. But to that person that you are showing that that love and the respect and that gesture, it means the world. So we must never think that a little isn't enough. And I think that's a legacy I would love to leave, and is to say that, doesn't matter how small the gesture is, it's a gesture. And the act of kindness is the gesture. And I think what you said earlier on is so important as well, that in a forum like this tonight, you never know who may be listening. And that's why I want to just say to Cynthia, your voice is heard. And the work that you are doing and the kindness, the act of kindness that you are showing to those mothers, those women, and those children is not going unnoticed, because you never know who might be listening. So I want to just say again to you and to my other fellow nominees, the work that you are doing is not going unnoticed. And I believe that an acknowledgement and recognition like this is specifically meant for women and men like you, who are going out and doing something to just bring a little relief to that person. So I applaud you, and it is my absolute honor to be in your company. Thank you.
Thank you so, so much. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you, Charlotte. Let me bring to stage Ankarin and tell us, what is the legacy that you'd love to leave on earth, Ankarin?
Ntsiki, if I may just first address Cynthia, and then I'll talk about my legacy. Cynthia, we are not going to get government funding or municipality funding or anything like that. I've tried for years. It's not going to work. We struggle as well. But what I want to do is reach out to me. Let's connect, because I can connect you to some networks and stuff and see how I can assist you, just to get into a network somewhere. And then the second thing I want to tell Cynthia is, when I started my charity and I went to people and I saw abuse and I saw things like that, I went home and I cried my eyes out. I couldn't stand it emotionally. But then one day it clicked to me that I walked out of that house and I came home and I just smiled, because what I left behind in that family or in that person or in that child is hope, because I went to see them. So I want you to see those children that are now in your care. I want you to smile, because they are safe and they've got hope and they are not in the abusive situation anymore. So that's to Cynthia. And then about my legacy, what I'd like to leave in my legacy is providing to others, proving to others that you can overcome and survive, that they can defy all the odds reverse all the stereotypes, and not be afraid of showing up and being your true, authentic self, unapologetically and fiercely confident in your abilities. You can survive and overcome abuse. I've been abused, rape. I've been a rape. Homelessness. I was homeless. Addiction. I'm 20 years sober. Stigma of mental illness. I have a mental illness and I control it. Gender-based violence. I was beaten up with gender-based violence. I was bullied. I've been through it all, but you can survive. You can overcome, and that is what I want people when I'm no longer here to remember me for. Is that I gave them that hope that they can survive and overcome. And that never let anyone tell you that you can't do anything. Put your faith in God. Uplift, inspire, motivate, encourage, educate, uplift others. And most of all, just as Charlotte says, be kind. A smile, a wave can just make somebody's day.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ankarine. That's the authentic voice from Cape Town. I have two authentic voices from South Africa, from Johannesburg, I think in the north and the east, if I'm correct, when you introduce yourselves. We are going live on a South African Heroes Awards on Facebook. Please follow us and love our heroes for 2023. Please vote for them. This is the essence of the show today. On this Women's Month in South Africa, we are celebrating South African Heroes Awards. These are great men and women, youth included. Some were supposed to be on the show. There is load shedding. Some in their areas, they can come in on the studio for whatever reason, but their hearts are with us. So we roll with those who are in the studio. Now I'm going to go over to, before I read the comment on, let me read one of these comments on Facebook. Wow, heroes, you're being followed on Facebook. There's paparazzi on Facebook. This is great and this is lovely. Rowena Mudau says, above all, God is listening. I pray all this goes straight to his ears. You see, that's power of prayer. When someone, I call that standing in the gap for you. Intercession. Someone is interceding for you, heroes, and she's standing in the power and praying to God on your behalf. Let me read this one. Cynthia, this might bring you to tears of joy. Ponzo Masheli, she's open and openly wrote on the social media a testimony. I was raped. This is Poncho. I was raped. My family rejected me, but Cynthia gave me love. I'm working. I'm living my luxury life because of her. Many of us because of her. And all right, let me read it again. I'm living my luxury life because of her. Many of us are happy today, black and white. I wanted to come to that question, Cynthia, not being racial or not. I wanted to check with you. Is it all races that come to your place?
Yes. Yes, all races are coming to my place because GBV doesn't have a color. It affects us all.
Yeah, I really wanted to ask that question, and I was going to ask you, and then someone just says that. And this is the work of the hands of God. And a lot of people are praying for you. We are praying for you. Not that we're not praying for other causes here, but I have seen all other heroes that are on the platform today. They said, Cynthia, can you please connect with them? So please do connect with them. Do connect with Charlotte. Do connect with Ankarin. And we're going to connect with all other heroes. And these prayers go up to Almighty. He knew that this time, this day, we will be on this platform and prayers will be answered. So, you know, when scars are turned to stars, these are the moments. So, Cynthia, tell us, what is your legacy? Let me ask you another question. Did you see yourself just being faced with a situation here? How did this all start?
I was having a soup kitchen in Tembisa. Even right now, I'm still having it.
It's okay. She's muted now. There's a baby behind. It's okay. We understand because you said you stay with babies. So we understand the noise of the baby behind. I don't know who muted. It's fine. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking care of 280 underprivileged families in Tembisa. So I usually cook for them and go and give them food.
Just raise your voice a little bit.
I'm taking care of 280 families in Tembisa. So I usually go and give them food and give them maybe once a year in January, every year, I give them school shoes. So you'll find that there's women that go and sleep with men for them to have money to buy their children school uniform. So I went there, said, this must come to an end. It must stop. I'm here for them. I don't have money, but I'll try by all means to make sure that every year their children got school uniform. When I was busy doing that, you find there's women with bruises and all. Then I asked them what happened, and then they start telling me their stories. And then after that, I realized that they will tell you that we don't have a place to go. We cannot go back to our families because our families will stigmatize us, will be swearing at us and all that. Then I said to myself, I came back home, I talked to my kids, and then they said, Mama, as long as whatever you're going to do will make you happy, we'll support you. Then that's where I started the shelter for abused women and children. And along the way, you'll find out there's children that have been thrown away on the street, abandoned, and all that. And then the police will bring them to me. Cynthia, please help us with this child. Then I said, no, let me put that on my constitution. Let me help these children. If I can tell you now, I've got beautiful, beautiful twins. I've got beautiful children, babies in this house that I've raised from 7 years old till today. Others are 1 year, others are 2 years. You know what? They're so beautiful and well mannered. So this is what makes me happy for saying I'm doing I'm doing a different in other people's life. I'm giving these children life. I'm giving these children a love. I'm giving them future. So this is what makes me happy, Sisintiki.
Wow, thank you so much. Let's come and join you in the studio as we are rounding up. Here's another message from Ponso Masheli. And Ponso is saying, Cynthia is the world hero. This woman is powerful. She changes lives. I can relate. She has a heart of gold. You know, when someone gives a testimony live like that about you, and we know that this is the hand and the work of God. And the heart of gold and the pure heart comes from above. So thank you so much, Cynthia. And it's not even to say to you, we're encouraging you, continue. God is doing what he's doing with you, through you, and using you as his hands and feet on earth, just like he's doing with anchoring in Cape Town. God is using you as his hands and feet with Charlotte and with Dan, with all other heroes. Elvis just showed up a little And I mean, that was dedication. He was in hospital with his child, but you know, he looked at the situation. He saw that it was under control. He could just come in and honor his appointment. So really, that's a heart that is there for humanitarian work. So I really salute all of you, SA Heroes Awards 2023, and those in the previous years, starting from 2019, people who are doing great things, not being noticed, but South African Heroes Awards say, we notice you, we have to give you, you know, just a pat on the back and say, cheer up, we support you, we see you, even if we cannot give you money, but we give you our prayers, our platform to say, you are noticed and you are blessed. God bless you. Thank you so much. Now, let me just round up with the two of you to tell me something. Let me just acknowledge someone also on our platform, one of our great supporters from Georgia in the USA, Inga Satyavili. She's with us always on Power to Lead Show. She's in Georgia, in the USA. Thank you so much, Inga. We appreciate you. God bless you, and God bless your support. Heroes, let me ask you now the last question as we close the show. What would you say to encourage someone who wants to start doing good work wherever they see there is a need, but they don't have the courage or even don't know how to start?
From
Bring
my
Cynthia
side,
in. Yes.
okay. From my side, I can say, if that is your passion, everything will just flow. And then,
Just raise your voice a little bit.
if it's your passion, everything will just flow. Will just come to place. And for me, if you want to do this kind of job, you must be disciplined.
All right. Your mic, Cynthia?
Is it muted?
That's fine. No, the volume was low.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'm
You
saying
can start.
if you want to start this kind of a job, you must be disciplined and it must be your passion, because here there's a lot of challenges that you're going to come across. Then you must know how to deal with the challenges, and you must have that big heart and know that in life there's nothing that is impossible. More especially if you believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, everything will work out so nice and so clearly, and you can.
All right. We're losing your voice, Cynthia. We're losing your audio. All right.
Okay, I'm saying most of the important part here in this journey is to be disciplined and have a big heart and know how to face challenges, because really we are coming across a lot of challenges that will even make you lose focus. So in this journey, you mustn't lose focus. Know what you want in life and know what you want to do in life. Know how to help people without expecting anything, because most of us we are helping people and then we expect something at the end of the day. That's where problems comes in. So here, don't expect anything from anyone. Just help from the bottom of your heart, and God will do the rest. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's the same question goes to you, Ankarin, and I'm going to bring you to stage and just share your views on this.
I don't think you go into charity work or serving for money, because I can promise you there's no money in it for you. You must have a calling on your life that this is what you want to do. And you, as Cynthia said, it must be a passion. You must also realize that you are going to have failures, disappointments, and then also it is not easy. But if you do decide to go into it and you find it is your calling, the reward of helping another person succeed or get back on their feet or get a child to safety is just enormous. It is a heart award, not a money award. And that is what we thrive on.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, you both speak with such authenticity. Your voices, the power, and it shows that you don't follow the money. You follow your heart. You follow your passion. You follow your calling. You follow your purpose. And when you do that, money will follow you. The resources will follow you. The connections, the partnerships of the same people who have any way to support you will find you on your way. So that's my prayer for you, that may God release the open doors for you where no one will ever shut, and shut doors of lack and poverty, and shut doors of not having when you have to serve Him. So I pray that God will be with us and be with you, heroes. You are really, absolutely real heroes in South Africa. Thank you for serving your community. May God bless you. So for now, we will continue to ask for people to vote for you and your cause on our platform on South African Heroes Awards and also on Power to Lead with Integrity foundation as we collaborate. So from me to the viewers, I would love to say thank you so much to all the viewers who are out there, who have been with us and who, contributed on Facebook, who showed love, who showed support to our South African heroes that have been nominated in 2023. And all I would love to say to you, especially women in this month, wathinta bafazi, wathinta imbokodo. You strike a woman, you strike a rock. Therefore, God will protect you in everything that you do and in any way as He has appointed you to save His people and their souls. To the viewers out there, thank you so much for being with us on Power to Lead show with Nsiki Ngcoco. Thank you. And the next show will be on Sunday. This coming Sunday, we come together. Thank you so much. You ladies say bye-bye to the viewers out there.
Bye. Bye. Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us. God bless you all.
Thanks.